Welcome back. I am Miss B, and you are watching me on Miss B's Academy. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. I have 56 subscribers, people. I know for y'all it's like, but for me, it's everything. It's everything. So I want to thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Thank you for my watch times. Please continue to keep my watch times up. Really appreciate that. So I teach, but I'm not a teacher. I instruct, but I'm not an instructor. I profess, but I'm not a professor. In this season, I'm being very careful with my I am statements. I am present. So this is week 3 is gone, but this is, I guess it's still here. So week 3 of teaching. So September 2024, I went to school and I wasn't even on schedule. Now, of course, I didn't know I was on the schedule because for some odd reason, the manager likes to spend her weekends sending messages, which I think is really interesting because in my mind, I'm like, it's the weekend. We left school on Friday at 11:30. So why are we sending messages after 11:30? Like, why would we be doing that? Like, what is the purpose of that? Like, we have half days on Fridays. Like, can we just be grateful to God for having like half days? I mean, the private schools don't even have schools on Friday because apparently the leader says the leader of our city was like, there's no school on Fridays, right? But I guess that was only for the private school because the government schools were like, we still having school. So I did what I usually do. I came to work on time, obviously, clocked in, right? Went to the science room, right? Because it's a new place where I'm sitting where I know I can just sit and not be bothered, right? Got ready to go, actually went to class, right? No, I was sitting in the science room when I got called to the manager's office. She asked me a very interesting question, like, where am I sitting? So I'm looking at her like, if the cleaners found me, then you apparently know where I am. So what is the purpose of this conversation? Now, Spirit told me to smile and be very quiet. So I looked at her for about 5 minutes, smiled, and then I left. Then I go to my class and I find out that there's someone in my class. So I went to the other classroom, found a teacher, and I asked her, I said, can you look at the schedule? She says, yeah, been schedule changes. I was like, all right, cool. She said, Miss B, you're not even on the schedule. I was like, I'm not on the schedule? What? Let's get it though. And it's a good thing I always have a book to read or journal to write in and assignments that I give myself to do, right? Because, sweetie, I'm bound for glory, okay? I'm going up. I'm going up in the world, okay? So I was like, oh, that's so dope. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Now, let's be real about something. These kids, they weren't loving it, right? They weren't loving it. So let's take inventory of the English department. So the lead teacher is out because she's pregnant. Now, mind you, nobody told me. The old English teacher for grade 4, 5, 6, and 7, she's deuces. She's back to the UK with her lovely husband and her beautiful child. So they're doing great. And then you have the most popular person in the building, Miss B. All right? So I'm in the building. So I knew there was a teacher that was covering our lead teacher. And I knew there was a teacher that was covering the Cycle 1, but I didn't realize they called another one. Okay. So these 3 people are Egyptian. And I'm hearing something about these young ladies that I've never heard before. So the students are saying that they do not understand them and they're speaking Arabic in an English class. So I thought to myself, the books are in English, so any teaching English in any other language, they're not going to learn English because the exam is in fact in English, right? So I was really surprised when I heard that they didn't speak English well enough for these girls to follow along and understand. Then I was told that they don't have the PowerPoints. Then I heard that, you know, a couple of the teachers who spend their time stalking Miss B at work have been indeed given more work, okay? So one teacher who teaches, I'm not sure what subject she teaches, but now she knows what it feels like to be Miss B, because she has biology, chemistry, health science, and business. Isn't that wonderful? You know how people were always wondering why when I hit the ground, the devil is scared. When I hit the ground, I'm like, pew, I'm out. I'm gone, right? I'm out here doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right? Why is she always have so much urgency? Why is it that she's always doing this? Why is she always, you know, waiting outside for class? Why is she always the first one? Because, sweetie, when you are given a job to do, you do your job. That's what I'm doing. I come to work on time. I do my job to the best of my ability. I mind my business at all times because I have so much work to do. And then I go home to the life I've been blessed with because I'm tired, okay? Like, that's what we do, okay? That's how we do it. You know what I mean? When you have a job, you do your job. When you're doing your job, you can mind your business. When you mind your business, you can go home, right? And once you go home to the life you've been blessed with, you can do it with such, I go home, let me tell you something. I used to go home like, Lord, let me get home. Now I'm like, oh, I'm on an extended vacay. Because y'all know I haven't been feeling well for a while. The weather is still crazy. You can see on my face, it's still the weather, right? Right, well, it's like 108 right now. Feels like 116 right now. I'm in the deserts, right? But I'm also in a spot where there's no other human beings. There are trucks passing by. So I was like, let me just do this, right? So, yeah. And let's talk about the people who used to try to bully, control, gaslight, and manipulate me. Guess what they're doing? All right. So, you know, we all have blinds on our windows. Girl, everybody's blind is up. They looking at me like, what is Miss B doing? What she always doing, rocking fly hairstyles. Peep the heart right here. Want you to see the love. You see the love? All right. Rocking a new hairstyle. Right. Looking good. Feeling great. I got my Daisy sunglasses on because you know I'm fly. Okay. I'm out here being fly with it. You know what I mean? Still rocking my mask. All right, I'm still doing what I've been doing. I'm still doing what I've been doing. Minding my business, coming to work on time, doing my job to the best of my ability. Right? Now, some of y'all are like, well, what are you doing your job to the best of your ability? My job right now is to be silent, not talking, not to be seen. Stay doing what you're doing. To read, to be grateful, do my grateful statements, do my affirmations. Right? When the kids want to talk to me, they can talk to me. The kids are scared. They are scared and worried because they're like, why is the most experienced person in the building, despite the fact that I don't have a certificate for teaching, right? Despite that, right? Despite all of that, why is the person with the most experience in this building sitting down doing nothing? And let's be clear, I'm not doing nothing. I'm reading, I'm writing, I'm meditating, I'm praying, okay? I'm not doing nothing. But for them, these people, you should see these people. Number one, you know the energy that I'm bringing right now, these people are not getting this in school. Because I took back all my energy, darling. I'm taking back my energy. Because you want to know what? It didn't belong to you in the first place. It comes from God. It comes to me. And I'm going to keep this energy as long as I need to because it's mine. You know, usually it went from God to everybody else. Nah, not today. No, baby. No, baby. No, it goes from God to me, and then whoever I feel I would like to give it to, I give it to them, right? There's no more God to everybody else. No. In order for me to go to where I'm supposed to go to, right? In order for me to elevate, I need to learn how to steward well over what I've been given. So usually what God has given me, I just give it to everybody else. And he's like, listen, I can't take you to where you're supposed to go until you do right by what I've been giving you. Energy, time, money, resources, relationships. I'm not going nowhere until I do right by those. And that's what I'm doing right now. Right? I slipped up though on one day. You know, the kids were so fed up with the teacher that they came in to get me, and then the teacher was in the classroom. They told that teacher to leave. I came in, everybody was crying and hugging me. She went to go get administration. Administration asked me to leave, and I left with a smile. You want to know why I'm smiling? Because I am in fact needed and wanted and missed. And she comes into this classroom, and the first thing they say is, where's Miss B? Do you not know that the manager of the school, her phone, she has not gotten any sleep? You want to know why? Because all of the parents are calling her to find out why is the most qualified person in the building doing nothing. Now, let's talk about my qualifications, okay? So I have a bachelor's, I have a master's, I have many other certificates. I have a CELTA, I have a teaching artist certificate, right? I have a few more I'm not going to name, but I've also studied psychology. I've also studied social work, child advocacy. There's a lot I know because I am anointed to do what I do. My knowledge comes from the Most High, not from man. Okay? So there's a lot of things I can do without certificates that other people need to go to school and do and receive a certificate for. Whereas everything that's given to me is given to me from on high. Because I'm anointed, okay? I'm out here doing the light work and the work I should be doing in the lives of these children. I speak life into people, right? I speak life into these students. Go back and look at a couple of my shorts where you see that love letter that was given to me, right? When those girls found out that I was going to be their teacher, they were happy because they were stressed out because they thought that the other teacher, the lead teacher, was going to be their teacher. They were so relieved. The other classes, those girls had been waiting since they were in grade 4 or from another school to even be taught by me, because people talk about me all the time. They talk about how amazing I am, but they're not really talking about how amazing I am. They're talking about how amazing the Creator is, right? I can't take any credit for the, for the blah and amazement that I am. That comes from the Creator, right? The social worker, this woman fixed her mouth to tell these students, Miss B will never teach you again. And I'm thinking to myself, you're a social worker? You're religious? You pray with that mouth? I know tons of social workers in the world, and they would never talk to a child like that. You pray to the Most High God with that mouth? Really? You kiss your husband with that mouth? And I realized she wasn't married. I was like, whoop, let me just keep it moving. Let me just keep it to the keeping it. Let me mind my business. Let me mind my business. Okay? Let me mind my business. Okay? Let me mind my business. Because it's none of my business that she's not married. And neither am I. But I'm married to my job. Actually, no. I'm actually married to the Creator. Right? And then to my job, meaning the job of pouring love into people. Taking care of people mentally, physically, socially, and emotionally. But doing it because I want to. And not because they're taking it from me. I learned a little bit about my energy, right? And I learned how powerful I am. And I learned that when I cut people off, that I was their only source of anything. I made them feel a certain way. These people don't like me. They don't really like me or love me. They just want my energy. That's all they want. You need to be really careful with your energy. You're a very powerful person. You have wonderful energy. You have a great aura. You are filled with light. And there are people just sifting your light off you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you remember in Harry Potter, when he was at, I guess it was like a lagoon, and he had learned Expectum Patronum. And so he's down on the ground, and the darkness is sifting his light off of him. And so I think his spirit had sent itself across the lagoon or the pond or the water, and it saved him. His inner light saves him, right? So that part where people are sifting, be careful, because you have people at your job doing that. People in your relationships doing that. People are taking from you. They don't like you. They like your energy. I'm going to end on this note. So the librarian, God bless her, because she was giving me man's energy, like food and a place to stay and coffee and pastries and all of these things. You know what I was giving her? God's light and God's energy. But the moment I decided to take it back for myself, that was the moment that she got tired of me. That was the moment. And you know what she did? So there's a new woman who's at the canteen. She invited her into the library and proceeded to talk about me, talk about how much of a burden I was to her. Now her daughter is, I used to call her my daughter, but now I realize, let me give these people back to their own. Let me give you back, right? Let me give you back. Let me give you back, okay? So she wasn't feeling well. So for me, where I come from, it's nice saying things like, how's your daughter? How's everything going? How's your son? He had an operation. This woman used that against me. Really? Wow. So she started smelling herself. You know what I did? I said, you know what? I got your number, Love Muffin. I got your number. But I knew it was coming, because she kept allowing people to come into the library to like whisper in her ear about me, right? I saw it coming. Soon as she made that comment, she never saw me again. She came out looking for me on the day when she made that comment, knowing good and well. And then she said, in her language, blah, 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 do you understand? And I was smiling the whole time. I was like, you know what? I was waiting for you to do that. I was waiting for you to do that. Let me tell you what happened to this young lady. God bless her. She's a wonderful person. I have nothing negative to say about her, because I don't have anything negative to say about her, because I don't have anything negative to say about her, because I'm in the light. You see this beautiful sunlight out here? I'm in the light. You see me? I'm in the light. I don't work for the darkness, darling. I work for the light. Okay? Let me tell you what happened. Nobody comes to the library anymore. All those people weren't there to see her, darling. They were there because I was there. Fixed her. Now she got her blind rolled up, because nobody comes in to see her anymore. Why? Because I'm not there. That's the only reason why those people were coming. They weren't coming for you, darling. They were coming for me. Even the PE teacher, she doesn't bounce over there anymore either. The light fixed you, didn't I? Right? God fixed you, didn't he? Now you in your library by yourself, looking stupid and feeling stupid, because these people weren't there to see you in the first place, darling. They were there for me. They were there for the light. And let's not play. She has her own light too. But she went wrong when she put her mouth on me. Sweetie, if you didn't want me there, all you had to say was leave. Because I know your secret. I'm not going to tell it to anybody, and I'm certainly not going to release it on here either, but I know your secret. I don't have secrets. I'm the light. You can see me very clearly in the daytime and in the nighttime, because I have that kind of energy. It's a great week, and I hope this continues, because you know what? I need to get paid for existing. I've been working too hard anyway. I haven't told y'all half of the whole stories that's been going on at work. So right now, every once in a while, I'll cover a class, and I'm grateful for that. I come in with the girls and hang out with them and play games, and we hug it out, and they talk to me in English. That's cool. Whatever they decide. Here's the thing. God is in control, and my grandmother's prayers are still covering me. Go to work on time. Do your job to the best of your ability. mind your business at all times and go home to the life that you've been blessed with. I will see you beautiful people in the next video.